What's happening? What's going on? About 2 days ago, I did a video about the drones in New Jersey, and I gave, people on the video. I gave people my theory on what I thought the drones are, and in the video, I said that I think that they're not drones. I truly believe that they should be called UFOs or UAPs, unidentified flying objects or unidentified aerial phenomena. You know what I'm saying? And the thing of it is that I caught a little bit of resistance in the comment section of that video that I did about the drones in New Jersey. Quite a few people said that, what you saying is false. There's no aliens. It ain't no UAPs or no ships or nothing like that. The reality of it is the government is behind it, and they have these drones scouting the area because of a nuclear power weapon, popped up missing. So this is the DOD, Department of Defense, military, drones that's going out there and scouting the area. And while in the process of them telling me that that's what it is, they also ridiculed me, told me that I was crazy for believing in UFOs and spaceships and all the rest of that stuff. And my response to that is this, that factually no one knows what's up there. No one. And that we're all taking a guess at it. And that my theory or my guess on what I think that's up there is just as good as someone else's guess, opinion, and theory. And that's factual. But I understand it. I understand the type of people that I'm dealing with. And these type of people that I'm dealing with, listen to your Joe Rogans. Yeah, I said it. In order to get some type of facts, in order to get some type of information, they go straight to social media. And if it's not that, they believe in what their governor says to them, or their mayor says to them in that specific city that they live in. They'll believe anything a government official will tell them, especially when dealing with the federal government. Like now I'm hearing, I think from the New York governor, he's saying that, oh, this is some high class information. They always say the same BS. This is some high class information that, that I received personally from ex-military, or I have someone that I know that works for Homeland Security, someone that works in for the feds, etc. Now the new talk on the town is, they're not chasing after no nukes. They're chasing after some radioactive material that got lost somewhere between New York and New Jersey. And I know people are going to run with it. Because regardless of what anyone says, most Americans practice groupthink. They're not critical thinkers. In other words, what I'm saying is, when I'm talking about as far as groupthink, is that one person thinks one way, all of them think that way. In the whole group, in the whole collective. As a whole collective. That's real shit. I can tell you, I can guarantee you this. At the federal government, straight up, today, was on TV, and it goes like this. Dun, 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 dun. We have a special report. The federal government is about to debrief the Americans on what's going on as far as dealing with the drones. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, I'm Ryan O'Neill. We're about to bring about Bill Walsh in order for him to Agent Bill Walsh, in order for him to debrief you on the drones that's swarming around Jersey as well as other places. Here you go. And it's always this white, clean cut, clean shaved, butt naked face. See, I don't even, seriously, this is my word. I don't trust, that's the reason why I don't trust politicians. I don't trust no man that shaves his mustache off, let alone his beard. You gotta have some type of facial hair for me to trust you. That's my word. Bill Walsh. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, how you doing? Well, I'm Bill Walsh, and then he starts rolling down his credentials. I do this for the Pentagon, and that takes about 10 minutes, and then after that, he starts talking about what we really want to hear. So the drones are actually ours. You know what I'm saying? We've just been surveilling the area for nukes and radioactive waste and stuff like that. And it's no need for alarm. You know what I'm saying? It's us. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'll take some questions. There you go. Bill Walsh. We're trying to understand. Us American people. We're trying to understand what took the federal government so long to respond, to say that. This is military. This is our drones. Here you go. Okay, I answered that question. So what had happened was I had to get the approval from Sleepy Joe Biden. He was asleep. Once I woke him up, I got his approval. Then I had to go to Congress and talk to the House of Representatives and his senators, and I had to get their approval. And then, I had to pick up my son, from soccer ball practice, and I had to drive home, cook me some dinner, because I got a divorce just yesterday, and I had the papers on the table, and somehow, some way, they got lost. Sir, we're talking about a whole month. So it took you a whole month to find the files or the papers or of whatever you were gonna say. It took you that long to just respond. I'm sorry, just trying to understand, sir. I lost the papers. I lost the speech that I was gonna make, and I'm not accepting any questions. Goodbye. And you know what? Americans will Miss Pat-Man, eat that shit up like a power pellet. It's crazy to me that someone will bash me. Yeah, true indeed. It may sound outlandish to you that I believe in aliens or UFOs or UAPs. It may sound outlandish to you that I believe in 9 foot to 15 foot tall, black, kingly dreaded hair gods. But guess what? You know what sounds outlandish to me? That some of you all, not even some, a vast majority of the world believe in, is a motherfucker that got stringly ass hair, a Caucasian, that walked the planet without having sex, didn't want to have sex. I don't even know what he had a penis for. I guess because he just wanted to pee. Well, why did he have testicles? Because there's no need for that. But he walked around here with some raggedy ass garments on, and he was our savior. And then fast forward, mortal man killed your God, crucified him, hung him on the cross. Your God died on the cross. They buried his ass, and then he resurrected and came back and was like, hey, listen, I'm alive, but I still got nails from when I was crucified in my hands. See? That shit sound outlandish to me. How about that? How about we in the same motherfucking bucket together? If you want to look at it that way, I'm foolish, according to you, for believing in a bunch of UFOs that got niggas in it. And according to me, you foolish for believing in a motherfucking pale man, pale God that walked this planet, had testicles, could reproduce, have sex, have fun, didn't have to pay rent, didn't have to pay bills, perform miracles, didn't really have to die. He allowed the creation to kill himself, which was the creator of human beings. So miss me with that bullshit. And that's real shit. Ain't no goddamn drones. And I'm going to stand by that. That's real shit. And the federal government, to me, in my opinion, is full of it. They trying to tell people that what they're seeing, they're not really seeing what they're seeing. Nah, just go ahead. Don't look up. You know they made a movie about that. Don't Look Up. Tyler Perry was in it. Don't Look Up. It was a Netflix flick, I think. Don't look up. Just go about your way. Don't pay attention to none of those drones or what appears to be drones that's flying over your head at night or flying over your house. Don't pay attention to that. But these are the same niggas. This is crazy to me. These are the same niggas that said when those Twin Towers fell and that airplane hit the Pentagon, 9/11, what did they say after that incident? When you see something, let me hear it, say something. Real shit. I'm just trying to understand. I was taught this, that the Pentagon, Capitol Hill, the White House, places like that are a no-fly zone. But it's okay. Watch this. Watch me throw this in. It's okay for a bunch of drones that don't have a remote ID. So therefore, the government or local state police can't keep up with them, can't track them. It's okay for them to fly all through the White House, all around the White House, all around airports like LaGuardia in New York. It's okay. It's okay for them to fly around military bases. That's crazy to me. Do you know the hell? I'm making a point here. Do you know the hell? When I used to go up to New York after the 9/11 incident, I had to go to New York like at least once out of the week, every week. Do you know how much hell I had to go through when I was catching the train on Jamaica Avenue, or just catching the subway anywhere? Motherfuckers eyeing me. People were military was all in the subway. You fucking trying to catch the air train in something? They got military all in that area. Off of Jamaica Avenue. The hell that I had to experience, I can't even imagine the hell that regular people had to go through and experience. After the 9/11 incident, and hell, I'm talking about people just living there and going through it every day. But all of a sudden, it's okay for these drones to just do whatever the fuck they want to do, whenever they want to do it. FAA got strict restrictions. But when it boils down to these drones, nah. See, you can't fly over no military base. But these drones, come on over here. Come on. You can go. It's This is ridiculous. But see, I'm going to catch heat in the comment section of this video because I'm fucking with people, or people fucking with me that listen to whatever their government says. They truly believe that their government doesn't lie. And throughout the years, now I ain't gonna say our government, but your government is the only thing that's consistent with your government is that they're liars. And then I know some of you all are gonna be like, hey, you know what? Man, I can't wait until Donald Trump get in the seat after January the 20th. And I'm like, what? So you think he gonna do something about it? I just seen him. He did an interview, I think it was either today or yesterday, where he was like, and they know, the government knows, Joe Biden knows exactly, the federal government knows exactly where the drones are, and da-da-da-da-da, and this and that and so forth, and they're just, I don't understand why they're hiding the truth from the people, and they need to tell the people, no matter what it is. And then you know what? One news reporter said, excuse me, Donald Trump, have you been debriefed on the drones? Yes. Would you care to tell us what's going on or what you've been debriefed on? I cannot. Motherfucker. Didn't want to speak about it. So it's obvious, not only does Joe Biden know what's going on and the government knows what's going on, Donald Trump does too. And he refuses to talk. Tell us what you know. Since you want the people, or so, excuse me, let me put it to you like this. Since you believe that the people need to know the truth, tell us what you know. And he won't even say that. Tell us what we know. What he knows. And the reason why is because 9 times out of 10, niggas don't know shit. That's real talk. Neither does the government of New York, the governor of New York, the governor of New Jersey, the mayors in the cities of the state of New Jersey. Don't nobody know shit. Nothing at all. Because these drones are not just, there have been more sightings than just New Jersey or New York or Boston or Maryland or Virginia. There have been sightings in California, China, Japan, Brazil, Argentina, United Kingdom, Russia, New Zealand, practically all around the world. So what do you have to say about that? For you people that think that your government know what's going on and they are in control. See, the problem is the exact opposite. They know that they are not in control. Better yet, they're losing control. And this is what happens when white supremacy falls. You see non-blacks starting to go crazy because they can't fathom losing their control that they have on the people. That's real shit. First, it had to been a mental breakdown or downfall of white supremacy. And they couldn't even tolerate that. Straight up. You know how many fucking non-blacks I get that want to bash me? Because I'm an independent or critical thinker? Oh man, what are you talking about? You believe in UFOs and black people and this and that and so forth. Man, you crazy. You see, I'm crazy because I stopped believing in your God. I stopped believing in your God, which is in the image and likeness of you. So therefore, for real, mentally, I stopped believing in you. And you just can't stand to hear a black man that thinks for himself So first it was a mental or the downfall mentally of white supremacy. Now we ain't gonna just believe what the fuck you niggas say. And then after that, which is now, the physical downfall of white supremacy. No matter what the outcome is out of this situation dealing with these so-called drones, we do know this, and I've said it in a video that I did a couple days ago, that white supremacy has an Achilles heel. We know that. Real shit. And I know this too, just as well as the non-blacks. They know that the minorities are not going to take full advantage of this situation. You want to know why? Because minorities are preoccupied. When I go and I, research and look at what the black vloggers, the hip hop culture, hip hop community is talking about, they talking about Papoose, Remy Ma, and Clarissa Shields. If they're not talking about that, they talking about, some other bullshit like, oh, all the rappers are broke and they ain't got no money. Well, duh. And don't take no rocket scientists to figure that out. They're not talking about this. Black people ain't talking about this shit. And to a certain extent, I kind of understand. Because it's funny to me. Why is it that these drones are flying all around white suburbia? And I can't find one video where the nigga talking about something. Yeah, man, they flew over Queensbridge projects, Baisley Park projects, Tompkins projects, Marcy projects. Yeah, man, I seen them. They was all in the hood. So I got my theory on that shit, on why you don't see them in the hood. Because they ain't looking for us, folks. Straight up. They know. They know who the real motherfuckers that's been fucking up this planet and causing disorder. They know who the real motherfuckers has been doing that shit. And the damn for sure ain't no fucking niggas. So I understand, like I said, this is a theory now. I understand why these I understand why white suburbia is paranoid and got all types of anxiety and fear and shit. Cause somewhere down the line, you done fuck somebody over. Real shit. I heard this Caucasian say, well, if it is the UFOs or whatever, or the aliens, I don't understand why they would come down here and invade us. We haven't done nothing wrong. Bullshit. Bullshit. This country oh shit, this country deserves a cleansing. This drone shit, what it's done? It's covered like the whole situation that went down yesterday with a 15-year-old girl, and I know she had to be non-black, 15-year-old white girl, I'm gonna say it. And if she wasn't, then hey, that's my bad. But I just don't see a black 15-year-old girl going inside a Christian school, shooting it up. And then after that, she turns around and puts the gun to her head and blows her brain. That's just not, I don't see a black girl doing that. This is the world this is the society that we're living in. This is not just this is the first mass shooting, school shooting this year. It's crazy, because I would think that some of y'all will be on my side. Like, yeah, man, I hope they are aliens and I hope they're coming to help us. Because I'm tired of inflation. I'm tired of these bills kicking my ass. I'm tired of these corporations kicking my ass. I'm tired of eating this genetically modified food. I'm tired of them poison in the air. just sick and tired, period, of working. And at the end of the day, when I look at my check, I ain't got shit to show for. The only thing that Americans as a whole is relying on for change is a fucking businessman called Donald Trump. And when have you ever in your life seen a businessman come through for common folks such as ourselves? Y'all gotta start thinking. Yeah, true indeed. That shit sound far-fetched. To you. Oh man, shit. Ain't no way in the world, ain't no 9 foot tall black man and 15 tall, man. That nigga talking crazy. It may sound crazy to you. But I can tell you other things that may sound crazy to you that I've experienced. And you'll deny it. And you say that shit ain't real. You talking some Marvel comics, some Infinity War, Thanos type shit. Vortexes and portals and ships and all the rest of that shit. That's some shit. Yo, my nigga, you need to stop watching those DCU, MCU movies. And I understand it. I understand it. I don't agree with it. But I understand why you would say that. Because the things, so-called supernatural things that have happened to myself as well as others never happened to you. So of course you would deny it. But if I were to talk to other people that have experienced seeing their ancestors, their grandfather, their great-great-great-grandfather, their grandparents that have been dead for years, but all of a sudden they walked through the damn wall or portal through the damn wall and was like, yo, what's up? There are people that have experienced things that are beyond society, beyond what anyone on this that thinks on a surface level can explain. People are not idiots that believe in numerology, in the esoteric world, and reading charts and shit like that. When I talk about my ascension, just as well as anyone else that talks about that, we're not crazy. We're not loony. We didn't get that shit from the movies. When I talk about I'm receiving downloads just as well as other people that say that shit, that's on some real shit. But of course, you wouldn't believe me and you would call me a liar. Why? Because you think that it's untrue just because it hasn't happened to you. Real shit. And if you white thinking that, that's part of white supremacy. That you can't fathom. That there's a world beyond the perimeters of the one that you all so-called created. Which is a fictitious one. That you can't just fathom that there are, this is the reason why you keep on saying drones. You can't fathom. You want to control the narrative because you can't fathom that there's something out there that's far more intelligent, highly sophisticated than you. And that's real shit. And I know internally you don't want to admit it. You're not going to admit it. But we seeing you sweat. I know internally in the back of your head, you saying to yourself, I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's over. I can tell you that. This is the beginning of the end. So, you might need to pack your bags if you think that white supremacy is going to continue to go on. Real shit. Or you can duke it out. You can attempt to duke it out. But the beings that I'm talking about, no weapon shall form against thee. It'd be like that shit in for some of you all that be on some shit like, oh man, ain't no thing, no such thing as no UFOs and this and that and so forth. Hey, look up the battle in LA, where the Army, U.S. Army, was shooting at some shit in the sky using all types of weapons, bombing it, all types of shit, and it didn't hit that craft or whatever you want to fucking say it was that was in the sky. It didn't touch it. And that's documented. The Battle of LA or Battle in LA. Matter of fact, they got that shit on YouTube. You just can't admit that, yo, there's someone that's bigger and badder than you. And it's just that plain and simple. But don't worry, you'll meet them. They'll be here soon. I'm out.